Hey guys, it's Beltran. Welcome back to my channel, and today's video subject matter is it racist to think two people of the same race resemble each other? And that's a long video title, but I think it's important to say it that way. Now, why would I possibly be raising this? Maybe because recently Australian supermodel Adut Akech decided to start a shitstorm because of a photo. Literally, because of a photo. Adut Akech is a 19-year-old supermodel who grew up in a refugee camp in Kenya before moving to Adelaide with her family. She was initially scouted by modelling agencies as a 13-year-old, but didn't start her career until she was 16 when she joined prestigious Chadwick Models in Australia. From there, her career skyrocketed. She has worked alongside some of the biggest brands in the industry, including Yves Saint Laurent, Valentino, Calvin Klein, and Tom Ford. She's now the ambassador for the 2019 Melbourne Fashion Week. I'd never heard of her. Now, that doesn't mean anything in particular. I'm not as down with pop culture as I used to be, but she looks like a lot of other African people. Are we allowed to say that? Will something happen to me? Okay, so I would think that you have come from refugee status, something you claim to have a lot of pride in.
And Adut is a proud South Sudanese refugee who now calls Australia home.
No amount of money or my status or how famous or whatever the case is, I'm always going to be a refugee, and I am proud of who I am.
So maybe you should be gracious and humble and just embrace the fact that Australia has given you a prestigious career in the fashion industry. Now, I don't think you're hideous or anything like that. You're certainly not what I would call universally beautiful, but you have charisma. You speak well. You seem like someone who is articulate. You have, a fantastic figure. You look like you have great skin. I can see the qualities in you that perhaps the modeling industry values in you, but you don't look that different to Flavia. You really don't, and clearly that makes me a racist. Well, that's fine. I don't really care what words you throw at me. If that makes me a racist, it makes me a racist. But does that then mean that when it happens to other people who are white, that it's racist? How do we measure this standard? I'm just curious. Because according to you, in your interview on the project, you said that it is racist. Magda Zabansky asked the question and you said, yes, it's basically racist.
Because you say on your Instagram that you don't think that this would have happened to a white model.
Right.
And is it because of past experiences that you've come to that conclusion?
Yes, as I'm in the modeling industry, I've experienced this getting called by somebody else's name and somebody else getting called by my name, and it happens so often, at shows and backstage, and I've never, not once heard another white model being called by another white model's name, and that's why I said that, so it's from experience.
Yeah, it's not one-off, it's
right.
like the straw that broke the camel's back, as it were.
Yeah.
Why? Because I can name you many different people who happen to look like each other, who are not from Sudan or from Kenya or from wherever, what have you. It happens to Natalie Portman and to Keira Knightley.
I mean, there's the Natalie Portman thing, because obviously you started your career as a lookalike.
As her lookalike, yeah.
But you are mistaken for really odd people, I think.
No, I mean, Natalie Portman I get a lot, and I get chased through airports. I mean, I feel quite sorry for her, because she must get chased a lot, because it's happened like about 5 times, where somebody's been like, Natalie, 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 and I'm kind of going, it's not Natalie, and...
It happens to Isla Fisher and Amy Adams.
Hello, I'm Isla Fisher, and I'd like to clear something up. I am not Amy Adams. Amy Adams and I are completely different people. Let me explain. Amy Adams has auburn red, My hair is light auburn red. Amy Adams played Susan in Nocturnal Animals. I played Laura in Nocturnal Animals. Amy Adams has 5 Oscar nominations. I am a member of SAG. Amy Adams played Maya in Zero Dark 30. Oh wait, no. That was Jessica Chastain.
It happens to Mila Kunis and Sarah Hyland.
I get confused with Mila Kunis, and in fact, you two have joked about this.
Yeah.
I can see the resemblance.
Yeah, there it is. Cool.
It happens to Jackie Chan and everyone in China.
Sorry, man. Oh, y'all look alike. Watch out!
It happens to Bryce Dallas Howard and Jessica Chastain.
Bryce, one of our good friends on the show, Jessica Chastain.
Yes.
She's talked about people thinking she's you, and it's happened to
And
you.
vice versa.
And in fairness, you do look quite alike. Here's Jessica. There's you. That's
I mean,
yeah.
it is what Jeff said, but it's like really, really, really true. Like, it's very flattering to me. Like, she's unbelievable.
But what I didn't understand was that it was happening before either of you were famous.
Yes.
It happens to everyone, so I don't really see how or why you think it's racism when it clearly is just a mistake. And then apparently, oh, it's the straw that broke the camel's back. This is what you are claiming. It's the straw that breaks the camel's back. Well then, if it's the straw that breaks the camel's back, is it Who? Is Who magazine the one who continuously continues to assume that you are Flavia? Or is it all these different people and you're taking it out on Who magazine for making an administrative error? Because I'm just trying to get the story straight, because it doesn't make sense. And then Peter Hellier says, is diversity, has it improved in the last 3 to 5 years? Like, oh, well, yeah, it has, but, you know, we have a long way to go.
You single out Australia as having a lot of work to do. Has there been any improvement with diversity? Like when we see TV, when we see movies and magazines over the last, 3 to 5 years, have you noticed any improvement?
I have, and not to take away credit from, the work that's been done already, but I think that Australia still has a long way to go. And I speak from, the field that I'm in, which is the modelling industry.
No, we don't. I'm the daughter of immigrants. We are the intruders. We don't actually belong here, but I, unlike you, am extremely thankful to Australia for what I do have. And I'm not going to walk around saying, oh, Australia's being this and Australia's being that. You're playing the role of the victim. And you're eating it up because you're getting so much fame. You're getting a story out of it. How lucky are you? I also want to quote Kerry-Ann Kennelly. This is the second time Kerry-Ann Kennelly has come up in a story of this magnitude. The last one was regarding the Aboriginal people and how Yumi, something, Japanese chick, said that, she was being racist. People just like to cry racist anytime they can, so they have some sort of a high moral virtue to throw at the other person. It's just easier to do that. It's not even a real argument because no one really knows what racism is anymore. Racism has a very distinctive definition. For now, let's have a look at what Kerry-Ann Kennelly said on the MSN article. I just think she, Akech, is taking this way too far if she thinks it's all about racism. Somebody just made a mistake. Too right. Anyway, guys, I don't have much more to say on this subject matter. It's not really a scripted video, as you can tell. I'm not in my normal surroundings. Does my makeup and hair look different? Emma Eros did a makeover on me and let me know if you guys think it looks any good. Anyway, please like, subscribe and comment to this video, but more importantly, share it around to everyone so they can see the stupidity of this country and of the world at the moment, because my gosh, things are only going to get stupider. You have to really hit rock bottom before you go back up. And I don't know if we're at the back up stage yet, but it's an interesting ride. Stay tuned for my next edited video or live stream.
Sorry, the senator Slayer just wrote. Which one is Blair? They look exactly the same because I'm not racist.
Who's Is that Erickson?
Yeah.
Yeah.